Welcome back, guys. Mainstage 2019, Beyond the Summit's first Smash Major. Again, guys, we are getting into our next match, which is going to be Light versus Nairo. But before we get to that, we have some news for you. Mute Ace has already qualified for Summit because Salem was like, you know what, man, I'm going to just give it up. He doesn't want to play the tiebreaker. So, good guy Salem, I guess. Trying to.
Yeah, I think Salem, both Florida residents. I guess Salem was just like, yeah, that's my guy. He's had a hell of a tournament as well. Let me go ahead and give him the opportunity. So you guys can call Salem the villain all you want, okay? But even Lex Luthor had a heart at some point, man.
All right. Well, that's more like the Penguin, but all right,
You're okay.
More like Mr. Freeze, you know? Or Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You know what's funny? What was it? Batman Forever. That movie was on late last night, and I was watching it. I was like, this had to have been like a parody. I gotta go look it up. There's no way they wanted people to take that serious. Jim Carrey as the Riddler, like the movie was just so bad. There's just too many. One day I want to dissect that. What the hell? I mean, we stream anything already. I might just stream it. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, guys. We got the other side of Winter Semis about to kick it off. Nairo with the ZSS going up against Light. And the last time these two met, I believe it was the ZSS that gave Nairo the victory. So, despite the training that Light has when it comes to living in close proximity to Mars and getting to play him quite frequently, that does not deter Nairo from bringing out Zero Suit Samus.
But even so, I mean, if ZSS was the last time that they played and he got the win, he also had to call back to the time that man made the reverse 3-0 with the Ganon. I mean,
that's fair. That's fair.
There's a lot of history between these two players. So
quite a while ago, but that was also entertaining.
Let's see how the ZSS plays out. This is one thing I really am appreciating about Nairo. Oh, okay, he's gone. Yeah, this is one thing I am very much appreciating about Nairo's gameplay as a plate, though. He is pulling more of his secondaries out. Yeah. I feel like his spread of characters has, he's always had these characters in the pocket, but like now he's starting to put more confidence in them. He has the Palutena, obviously. So the Cena came out at some point. The Robin has come out at some point. Now you got the ZSS starting to come back out. The Ganon could potentially still come out. There's a lot of characters. He's shoulder level with the characters right now.
Yeah, it's fun to see too because he's very vocal, even after a loss on Twitter about how he should put a little more faith into those secondary characters and those other options that he does have. Yeah. And sooner rather than later we're seeing, because he didn't really start to get comfortable with that, I felt like in Smash 4 towards maybe the tail end. I would have about a year into Ultimate, something like that. This is where you start to see Nairo really show out his versatility. Light, though, he's been the premier Fox for such a long period of time, and for good reason, man. This kid is just solid all around. A top 2 finish at Glitch last week to ESAM. Incredible set between those two, but okay. Great start for Nairo, but he was not able to maintain it. It really kind of all started when he went for that up smash and cost him that first stock, and then Light just drove it home to take the lead.
Yeah, man, that is actually crazy how quickly this one turned around. Nairo's still in a position to be able to get a stock off sooner than later, but you never want to just drop free damage against Fox McCloud.
Nah, that ain't it.
Not at all. All right. Okay, so just like this, man, finally gets back onto stage, but wow, okay, great angle. That actually went down, didn't even go straight in. He wanted to make sure he snapped that ledge sooner than later.
My man Light with full confidence. He's sitting in that shield for a good 5 seconds. Clean back air to catch the startup of the illusion attempt.
Yeah, did not pay off for him at all. Only illusion was that being a good idea, you know what I mean?
Hard to argue with that.
Basically.
No lies being told, but there's a nice conversion from Nairo. And I like how he stayed grounded. I think he anticipated that Light would throw out the shine to try and stall it. That is a good go-to option on his end, but that nair to up smash as well. Gonna take care of business.
So Fox McCloud gonna go ahead and take it regardless. Looking good, doing his father proud, you know what I'm saying? Here we go. So let's see if we're going to keep the ZSS going into the second game, or is Nairo going to go ahead and swap it up? Looks like we're, I don't know, this might be Battlefield.
Let's see. I feel like Nairo died. I didn't expect him to die there, to be honest, but I don't know. Maybe just didn't expect it, didn't DI properly. it happens. Even the best of the best can fumble at times, but I believe Nairo's going to stay situated with the ZSS. Looks like that's going to be the case, but we're going to remix the stages here and introduce some triplats, something that ZSS loves to play around on.
Also, man, Nairo picked this song straight up, so I'm like, let's go, Nairo. I'm with it. This song hits.
Okay. I can get behind that.
Okay. see what we're going to get, though, in the second game. He's got the platforms on deck, which is going to help his vertical combos, but at the same time, definitely helps Fox's vertical combos as well.
Absolutely.
See him rack up those up airs, up tilts.
The characters like, I mean, you know, some of the upper echelon characters, they're going to be very comfortable no matter the
that was
stage.
a really good option. At first, I thought he was going to try to go for maybe a flip kick or something, but instead, he runs off and knows he's able to drift back to the ledge and go for the boost kick instead.
Some really nice creativity, and what timing on that release. Catches him cleanly, and reminiscent of that first game, the boost kick will remove the first stock.
Yeah. So right now, I mean, like a lot of these Phantasms haven't really been working, or illusions have not been working out for Light, but I wouldn't say he needs to throw the option away yet. I mean, it's still a really good move. Just unfortunately, Nairo seems to always know when it's coming out.
Yeah.
Got to mix it up when he starts throwing them out.
Yeah, I mean, again, you know, the move has some startup. You already know how fast Nairo's able to react. I mean, if you ever seen this guy mash out of a move, you know,
yeah, man.
it's no joke.
Bro, let that man get grounded by Banjo. You think that down throw is actually just bouncing you off the ground at that point in time.
Big facts. All right.
Okay, good convert. Oh, man, I got to say, Light's Nair conversions. If he needs damage off it, he gets it. If he finds the stock off of it, he'll get it as well.
Yep.
Every time.
Yeah, back-to-back terrific performances at these top-tier events for Light. Same for Nairo, though. He was present in that top 8 last week in his glitch as well.
Yeah.
See these two facing off, duking it out. Always a privilege. All right. That lead's starting to shrink ever so slightly as Light picking and choosing his ways. You said it, TK. Needs the damage. Go-to aerial seem to be the nair and down air.
Yeah, I mean he's finding the hits here and there now. If he ends up getting a better nair than right now, we're probably going to see the conversion to the up smash. Just does it. Never mind. No conversion needed. I'm throwing it out.
All right.
I know you're coming here.
The call out on the stage and on the mic from TK is going to get Light the lead again. Very interesting to see. It's just like Nairo will get a lead, but having trouble maintaining it. But the quick strike back, only putting 14% between the two. You love to see it.
Yeah, this is where you can tell that this game is going to be going back and forth. Man, these two guys are scrapping. No stock is being dropped, or no waiting in the gameplay here. No stock is being dropped without another one dropping at least 10 seconds right after. So, Jesus, hold on. Look at the damage that's already been added up to Nairo. This is looking pretty bad on this last stock.
Light doing his impression of, can you land?
Oh, yeah. Everyone's favorite game.
I'm saying, man, you sure could, but you took about 70% on the way down.
Oh. Okay, still living. Well, bigger blast zones right here is going to allow Nairo to see another day. Now, is he going to be able to convert this into something? Big boost kick. But Light actually not in position to get that punish.
I think Light kind of fumbled the bag on that, but he's able to pick it up nonetheless and close it out with the back air. And I think off the fact that back air was off of like a conversion,
yep.
You know, that false finish wasn't so false this time. You know, that back air can often tease us, but great play from Light. Nairo do a little bit of soul searching. Might switch it up again. Deep pockets as far as character selection goes.
Man, that was. I promise you, I don't know what it is about that nair, but like it's like a it's like a RPG menu just opens up after he hits that. What would you like next?
I respect Nairo for going for that ladder combo, but it's far from as reliable as back in Smash 4. So.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I believe Nairo, I personally would maybe try out Palutena now.
Yeah. All right. Well,
not bad, not bad.
No reason not to try it. He's now on his back foot, you know, back against the wall. You might as well go to your tried and true. Yeah. Go back to what you know.
And the fact of the matter is, like, he had to lead both times and wasn't able to close it out. So it's like, all right, you really lose nothing in switching it up a little bit.
And as you said, with Light living in New England, you know, always kind of running up in with Mars. Like, he's going to have that practice. Definitely going to have that practice.
Again, though, but Palu, really, we talked about this last week about how Palu finally feels like not just a high tier Nairo's playing, but he's kind of made this character his own. Oh. And, wow, okay, that Firefox actually getting through whatever attempt Nairo went for. It looked like it was executed as cleanly as I'm sure he would have preferred. But that back air sure was.
Yep. So Nairo, another lead. I mean, he keeps managing to find this stock first, but just can't find the last stock, the most important one. That's why he's down 2-0 over Light, or against Light.
Talk a lot about the elite players. What are they good at? They're good at closing out the game. Something Nairo's fumbled the last 2 times. Perhaps this game 3 will be his time to shine.
Back air finds his mark yet again. This is what I'm saying, man. Like, this game, no one's really just running away with it so far. I know that, you know, at the end of the game, Light still looks pretty good, or, you know, it doesn't really seem like he's really threatening to lose it. But these stocks keep dropping back and forth. No one ever really gets that super big lead on the second stock or the stock right after. They just end up losing theirs right after they take one. Oh, here we go, jab block.
Okay. Oh, yes. And you know what? It was the stop. It was the stop from Nairo too. Like, he hesitated for just a second, just wanted to have an inkling of where Light was going to end up.
Yep.
So the placement of that back air was very well calculated.
Hey,
you got to give it up
to the neutral airs. Trying to get a little pressure going. Whoa. Wow. Doesn't get that pop-up hit that he's probably looking for, so he can go for the up smash conversion.
Yeah, it actually seemed like Light was pretty uncomfortable.
Great punish right there from Nairo.
All right, Light letting this one slip away from him. Might not see another impressive comeback on his end. Nairo has been superb thus far.
Hey, send him packet. Interesting usage of the Firefox there, to be honest. I mean, Firefox does have a lasting hitbox on it as well, so if he tried to teleport a little earlier, he would have landed right on top of it. Explosive Flame. Not explosive enough to finish him off with that F tilt. Still not.
Not quite either.
This one, though?
Run it back?
All right, there we go.
Do it.
Run it back.
And one thing I want to credit Nairo as well, even when there's distance between them, he's using his explosive flames pretty sparingly, right? So I feel like you're getting a better rate of return when he does actually put them out there.
Yeah.
If Light maybe just in the back of his mind just doesn't have that as a potential option. So very good decision to bring out the Palu and get himself on the board.
All right, man. This is looking like a set that could potentially go to Game 5 if he's able to keep the same momentum up. That was a pretty dominant win.
It was.
Very dominant win right there from Nairo. Went back to his main. Not to say the ZSS wasn't look good. I mean, as I said, they were going back and forth as far as the stocks. It's just the last stock kept getting taken by Light. So gotta get those stocks. Gotta get that last stock first if you want to, you know, obviously move on.
So honestly, our winners finals are shaping up to look pretty cool. I mean, you're either going to get a New England winners finals. Shout out to Hazmat if he's watching. I'm sure that puts a huge smile on his face. Or we're going to see that Nairo-Mars rivalry, which, yes, it is skewed in the favor of Mars, but the last encounter went to Nairo. So there's a few different ways this can go down. I'm excited.
All right. See what we get this time around, though. Still got the Palutena out here. Going over here to Town and City. Damn, forced over to the ledge, gets the jab. That's one thing I feel like I'm used to seeing Nairo do. I mean, he's still going for these hard reads, still going for the hard conversion, trying to find out where like Light's going to be next. Seems to be a big part of his gameplay. Ends up fading that up tilt and getting that forward air. Down throw, maybe back air. Oh, doesn't have enough space. Oh, okay. With the down air, though.
I like it. He did it on the initiation of the Firefox as well. It didn't wait for him to kind of pop up. He was just like, I see you going for it. I'm right down there with you, baby. And now the Nair plane coming through Spirit Airlines because it looks just as bumpy. Sorry, boys. We fly Delta around her.
All day, every day, Platinum Club. Anyway.
Let's get it. Now we're trying to be in the Winners Club, and he's up a full stock. Oh, okay.
Yeah, send him packing.
Yeah.
You can only fade the up smash for so long.
Facts on facts.
So still got some pretty good damage though before he actually loses that stock. 55% ain't nothing to scoff at, even though it looks like we're gonna get that right back. Now taking the lead is Light. As I said, his conversions so nice.
All right, both these guys doing a really solid job of playing around each other. All right, swing and a miss. I like the angle. Oh, my goodness, again.
Wait a minute.
No illusion seems to get past Nairo unpunished.
Yeah, not yet. Oh, big catch right there. Yeah, no illusion goes unpunished. He was like, wait, you think you about to make a high recovery? I'm already up here, bro.
It's a narrative that will be reinforced throughout this set. Brilliant play from Nairo. Light maybe doing a little bit of contemplation. Obviously, not out of this, but, man, the opportunity to go to Game 5 for Nairo starting to present itself.
This is, it's definitely starting to be a set that is escaping Light.
Yeah.
He was looking really good in those first two games against that ZSS. But this Palutena has came out and has been wreaking havoc ever since.
Yep.
Okay, nice. Okay, nice. Yeah, gets the guy every time. I don't even think he got a chance to hit the ground.
Not at all.
I was like, nah, I don't care. I'm not even going to wait for the tech.
So Light obviously 78%. Make it 92. Not the, you know, not exactly where you want to be percent-wise, but Nairo not out of the woods just yet. Plenty of comeback potential for Fox as well as Light, but I don't think Nairo has any intentions of letting that be the case, and that's going to be the yeet.
Y'all.
There it is.
Done. So I love it every time. Dude, like, I like the way that Nairo does it, too. So, like, most people will try to roll into the ledge. He just walks over and does a reverse grab. He's like, I know you're about to. Now, I'm this close to the ledge. I know exactly where you're going to get up.
It's almost so obvious, right, that it's like you give Nairo a lot of credit for thinking maybe he's going to try and mix it up a little bit more than what you actually see. But no, simple and clean.
All right. Here we
got a good one. We got a good one in this one.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting this this to go the way it did. I mean, like, you know, we got the ZSS out. Yep. ZSS was getting a little close, and then Nairo was like, you know what? Let me show you my real power. Pulls up this Palutena, and now this is up to a Game 5 situation. Does Light have the answers for this Palutena right here in the last game, or is Nairo going to make the reverse 3-0 with this main character and move on to winners finals?
I don't know, man. Nairo a master of dealing with the divas, man. But there is something to be said when you go from Ashante to Beyonce. All right, that's exactly what this Palu is looking like. Game 5, baby.
There's a lot of people asking why Light doesn't wear a sleeveless jersey, right? Light actually doesn't want a sleeveless jersey. He wants to roll the sleeves up. I asked him that, like, just straight up. I was like, why don't you just wear a tank top? He's like, nah, man, I like rolling my sleeves up. I was like, that's all right. Ineffective.
I mean, that's fair.
Like, if it works for you, I wear long sleeves and roll my sleeves up all the time, so I can't be mad at him.
We do what we do, man. That's all there is to it.
All right.
Nice.
Oh. Starting to catch his damage as he's trying to get back on stage. I like that. Dropping the Nairo on him over the get-up attack.
I like the fact that we're back here on Battlefield as well. All right. Oh, okay, Light. All the patience in the world to land that one.
Okay, quick dash attack.
Nairo knows he's looking for a conversion out of dare or neutral air. Gonna go ahead and play it smart to stay in his shield.
Yeah, I mean, Fox, pretty much you can take the grab from Fox. All right, whatever.
Oh, no.
Wait a minute. Nice counter. But still not going to be enough to finish. However, he puts himself in another bad position. The back air. Oh, but he does not space it correctly and loses his stock as well. Still, though, I mean,
honestly, if you're Nairo, you got to live with that, right?
Yeah.
Because it could have gone a lot worse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to kind of live with that. Obviously, that position that Light actually found himself off the stage was not intentional, but we capitalize, we adapt, we adjust, and we move on. Second stocks for both players.
Hey, looks like the second stop. Well, there's a little bit of heat coming out from Palutena, but now starting to rack it up just enough DI to get away from that second up air. Oh, yeah, you can't do it. You can't do it.
That's the thing. 9 times out of 10, your illusions are getting punished. Why would you put yourself in a position that far up where an up air is going to seal away that stock? He might have just handed Nairo this game on a silver platter.
Most definitely. Nairo, once again, the same conversion. He's like, I see your illusion, and I raise you a stock take. Like, this is mine now.
Yeah. We know how gifted Light is, but everyone is prone to making mistakes, and that could have been the biggest one of the tournament for Light, depending on how this will wrap up. Game 5 situation, the backdoor 3-0 looming for Nairo, and a chance at Mars in winners finals on the line for both these guys.
Which, honestly, it was kind of a blessing, I think, for Mars. I think right now he has a pretty good record against Nairo, but Nairo might be playing with some heat he's not ready for. Quick backdoor, 83%. He's already got a lot of damage on him. Just has to watch out for these conversions. Okay, just gives it right back to him, though.
All right, Light, seen him in dire straits plenty of times. Come back, not foreign territory for him, so Nairo knows that the job is far from done. Doing his best to keep him at bay, but love that. Light with the aggression, fighting his way back onto the stage. Sometimes you just got to do it.
Yeah, you don't want to get this. He's starting to work his way back to this game. He's whittling his way in here. Nairo's got him at definitely pretty much a kill percentage, but he's got to find the hits. He's got to put him on stage. He's got to force, he has to force another bad decision here from Light. Light has been playing. Oh, there it is. The dash attack gets punished, but pushing him off stage. Light not even going to go for the illusion. Good stuff.
Like that roll. There's so much time left on the clock. Light, but how much time is left on this stock? Not enough. The up tilt will give Nairo the victory pretty convincingly in Game 5. A few mistakes, a few stocks and interactions I'm sure Light wishes he could have back as he lets that 2-0 lead get away from him, but Nairo would not be denied.
I love it. I love the up tilt usage right there was so clean. Like he forced the double jump with the explosive flame. he was like, all right, you could even if he tried the air dodge, he might have got scooped up by that up tilt.
Yeah.
So that was just like the prime position for that up tilt to come out, and he ends up taking that game. Good stuff to Nairo with the backdoor 3-0 with the Palutena.
That's what we call it, baby.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, the ZSS, again, looking nice. It definitely could work for him later in this tournament just because not working up against Light. And I'm glad that he recognized that and didn't get stubborn and was like, let me try it again for a third game. That could have been the end of the set. He was like, you know what? Let me go to my tried and true. Took the 3 games right there. And that last game was, the comeback potential was there. But he made sure to keep it down to like a minimum.
There's 2 big glaring things that really stood out that kind of cost Light. It was one where I'm not sure if he went for a back air, but he ended up going off stage, right? At that point, he had Nairo like on the ropes with that stock kind of dwindling. That allowed Nairo, to get the counter and then get that trade, which ended up faulting both of those stocks. And then down a little bit later into the second stock when he did that illusion, right? Remember they're up on the left side, and Nairo was just like, I see it coming, I'm anticipating it. Up air gave him a huge lead, and he didn't let it go.
Yeah. And Nairo, he looked a little frustrated when he actually hit, the back air, and it traded when he wanted just obviously the clean back air.
Yeah, you mentioned the spacing wasn't quite there. But
yeah. He looked a little frustrated, but he did not let that deter him from still getting that victory.
Yeah.
You guys are both starting with a fresh stock, so no one has the lead. You just got to go ahead and take what you got. And